I'm the wait. Yes. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Tex. So nice that we can meet us again. I'm very, very happy. I think people have to know we made this interview like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I just forget to activate the microphone, and I was like sitting like before the camera or after we did the interview 5 minutes like with open mouth because I couldn't believe it. So very, very good that we can meet us again. Tex, who are you? Who is the Tex 369 we all know from Instagram?
Who is your daddy and what does he do? Arnold Schwarzenegger, have you seen that or no?
Huh?
Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think it was Kindergarten Cop. He gets the kid and he's like, "Who is your daddy?" with his
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
in his little Austrian voice. Well, my name is Tex. I'm from Chicago. Personal trainer, Greek, big family, and I ended up getting sick with Lyme disease and traveling the world. I found medical medium information and I busted my ass and pulled myself out of hell and suffering. And we're here today, round two for our second attempt.
Very, very nice. And you was you was very, very sick, right? What were your symptoms that you had?
Ugh. Oh man. Um,
A lot of.
yeah, let's just say the main one was crippling neurological fatigue, where I was so weak. Like my girlfriend could like pin me on the bed. I don't know if whoever's watching this knows muscle testing. Jonah, are you familiar with muscle testing?
Hmm?
Like I couldn't hold my arm uh, for a simple muscle test, and then just brain fog, nerve pain, joint pain, cement legs, tightness of chest, asthma, chest pains 8 to 10 times a day, low libido, erectile dysfunction, just a lot of suffering, but mainly pain, fatigue in my brain. So,
Okay. Okay. And you said like erectile dysfunction. Do you still have some symptoms of that, or are you like free of that? Because I had this very, very strong too, and it's like as a man, it's very, very disappointing if you just can't do it, you know,
oh
or if
yeah,
it's not lasting long enough.
I have endless stories that would be embarrassing to most people, but I embraced it with humor. So,
Yeah.
for most men who know how Viagra and Cialis works, there's 5 milligram, 10 milligram, 20. I don't know if it's changed in the last 10 years, but 20 milligram was like that was the shit. If you could take it on a Thursday and you could get an erection through a Sunday, and that didn't even work. I had the worst erectile dysfunction. I mean, there was a point of like 2 years, like I couldn't even get half of one. And Jonah, let me be straight with everybody and you. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're talking about your penis and it couldn't get erect, and isn't that embarrassing?" It's like no, because it's not your fault, right? It's not everyone attaches like their pride and their ego to their pecker and their manhood. It's like if you can't get an erection, it's because there's something wrong. It's not you, your genes, your culture, your dad. It has nothing to do with your self-worth. There's a deeper problem. And I knew this. I would call my dad, and he was like 55 at the time. He's like, "Dude, the wind blows and I get an erection." I'm like, "Great." He's like, "I don't know what's wrong with you or what's going on." He's like, "I'm fine. All my friends are fine." So I knew deep down it wasn't me. And I reversed it. Like I have zero. It took me about like 2 years to really get it back, and um, no problem. Like I'm 18 years old, literally like I'm 18, and I'm 40. I have zero
So
problem.
nice.
Nothing. I mean, my uncle is 78. He still gets erections. So think about that, right?
100%. Actually, I started like with 16 to take medications because of my kidney disease I had, and I took like tons of prednisone, of immune suppressants, and then some years later, 1 2 years, it started. No, it was getting worse and worse. And then I remember I was with my brother on holidays. We were in Spain, Malaga, and I went to my brother and said, "Hey, let's go to a massage." And then he said, "Yeah, what massage?" And I was looking like, what's there? And there were like a lot of erotic massages. Is it like in English, right? Erotic massages. And then I went to that place, and yeah, for me it didn't work. I I had no erection, although this girl was beautiful, and I talked to my brother about that situation, and he was like, "Hey, it's not bad. It's not your fault. Maybe it's something like psychological." But I knew that it was like the metals in the brain that were causing this. But it's like it's just embarrassing in that moment. Like for me as a man, I want to perform. I want to do my work as a man, and yeah. But I'm on a much better way. Of course, for me, there's still some way to go to improve it, but I would say it's like 40, 50, 60% better now. And like that's a big point.
You mean your ability to get an erection or your libido? They're two different things.
And yeah, libido is okay, but the ability to get a real hard erection, like when I was 14 or something like this, like in every situation, that's that's not working perfect at the moment, I would say. But I like in 2023 when I was at like in Malaga to the erotic massage, it was really worse. It was totally flop. And I think like in that moment as a man, it's hard to get a girlfriend, yeah, or a girl that understands you.
Yeah.
Uh, that's
You know, in the movies where they say, "Oh, it's not you, it's me." Like that's how I would joke with the
yes.
listen, you know, you're beautiful, you're sexy, I'm attracted, but it's not you. It's literally me. I don't know what it is, but it's basically heavy metals in the brain, and the mercury impedes the electrical impulse for a man to get an erection. So the signal to get a boner or an erection is impeded by mercury in the brain. That's it. And I had mercury poisoning, and I started having libido issues, or erectile dysfunction. I couldn't put the two to two together. So now we know, and it's an easy fix. The medical medium morning cleanse with the heavy metal smoothie. So
Totally. And that works. I mean, you saw it, I see it. It's like very good. Yeah.
yeah.
And you started with the 369 cleanses, the advanced cleanse especially. Like when was the point when you thought to yourself, I need that cleanse?
I found Medical Medium December 2019, and then Cleanse to Heal came out summer of 2020. So that summer, I did 5 originals. It was brutal. Brutal's an understatement. And then when I read the book, he says I missed it in Cleanse to Heal and Liver Rescue, but in Cleanse to Heal is like you can do them back to back to get yourself out of illness. And I snapped. I made a decision, and there's no way I could have. I didn't care what was next. I mean, like it was a very brutal, very brutal year. I lost like 35, 40 pounds. I got weaker. You feel more sick when you're cleansing, and you're really, you know, everyone has to go at their own pace and your willpower and what pain you could take. And it took a long time. So after that year, I healed a lot of symptoms that were the minor ones, but the bigger ones still needed a lot of work, like a lot. Like, but it was a good
And
start.
the bigger ones were like with the thing with your nerves and the tiredness and everything,
The
or
fatigue.
what were the
I would,
fatigue, yeah.
like I would go to squeeze the tongs to get potatoes, and my forearm would give out. Like I had, as a man, I had no more strength. Like, you know, I would get like a plastic tarp, put the celery, and drag the celery in with everything in my life force, and I would be exhausted for like the whole day, even longer. I mean, it was always
Mm.
exhausted. It just you go deeper into the exhaustion. So yeah.
Crazy. This weakness, I had this weakness too actually in 2023, but I thought in the first moment it was like the fatigue, the heart fatigue, because I wasn't able to breathe right. No, I was like I had a short breath, and in the end, in my case, only in my case, it was not because of this. It was because I was anemic, because of the kidney inflammation. Yeah, and that was the point. I had zero strength in the hands. When I was in hospital, I couldn't even hold a fork or a knife. It was really crazy. And that in that time, I wasn't I wasn't really not able to live. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I also lost my voice. So I was laying there on the bed, couldn't walk, couldn't hold a fork. I was like it was, I can't describe it in my words what pain this was for my soul and everything. Yeah, and then I finally worked my way back. I never thought that it will be so easy to improve this nerve thing, this strength thing, because I started in August to drink celery juice again because I was in hospital and had to eat like all the stuff, the meat, the cheese, and I was like on this bad way. And then I was like 1 week drinking the celery juice, and I could open the door from my sister's car. This was like the biggest improvement. I knew it was because of the celery juice I drank for a week. And she was like, "Oh no, you're drinking celery juice for a week. That's not it. It's like because of the new movement." But I was sure, 100% sure that it was because of the celery juice. Because I put my life in it before to open the door, but it didn't work. Didn't work. It's like an electric door from the electric car in Germany. Like you have to put your fingers like and do it like this. But you need a little strength for this.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that you knew intuitively what was the answer and what was not.
100%, 100%. And I saw the last time that you drank like how much like gallons of melon juice, only melon juice, watermelon juice at 369 day, right?
Yeah, it's taken me over 115, 20 cleanses. Like I couldn't do that earlier this year. Or last year, I could only do like 10 ounces, 12, 16. I worked my way up. I learned my lesson. I did it my first year. I did like 2, 3 liters, and it was the worst decision because I was too toxic. Watermelon is so cleansing. It's a good thing. It's very healing. It's just you're putting a very healing device, fruit, into a dirty environment, and you'll feel it. And yeah, I mean, I did 2 gallons, and then I did 2.5, and then last cleanse I did 9 liters. So I'm averaging 2 gallons with the celery, cucumber, apple, lemon waters and stuff. So I'm drinking like over 3 gallons of liquids on my day 9.
How much?
Over 3 gallons of everything total: celery, cucumber, apple.
Yeah. I think that's I put it in the calculator because I saw like on Instagram and it was like 11 liters or something like this in yeah, so yeah, impressing. Very very impressing. And you had any symptoms like any like a little itching or something, little pain in the stomach area?
Stomach, yeah. I had some stomach pain. Fatigue, yeah, but dude, nothing, brother, nothing like before. Like I'm telling you, last year I did a gallon and I got fucked up. Pardon my French. Like I got my ass, like tightness of chest, asthma, nerve pain, joint pain. It was just, and people ask why? Why? Because you're pushing out so much poison, you're gonna feel it, right? And now it's like I've gotten to a point where I don't feel 2 gallons. So I don't know. It's a very good milestone in my life, and Maybe I might have to start. You know, in college where you put the beer through the tube and you chug
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I might have to start
Not
doing
only in college, here in Germany, in school, even with 16 years. It's crazy.
the Germans and the beer, right? So I might have to start doing that to feel something now. So
Impressing. Very impressing. Like I'm like in my now it's the sixth round. Yeah, like the back to back. It's not like back to back 7, 8, 9. It's like the sixth round in the following, and I'm doing like one more round until no 2 more rounds until the 3rd August, and then I did my 7 rounds of 369 advanced. And like in the last round, thanks. in the last round, I want to try like drinking like 3 or 4 liters of melon juice. Yeah,
Watermelon.
because melons are now in Germany very, very cheap. It's like 79 cents per kilogram. It's like perfect melon time.
Wow, 79 cents a kilogram. We're having 79 cents a pound. So we're paying double.
Are you buying organic?
Melons, no, never. Rare.
Okay, but it's like very, very expensive per pound. It's like,
Sometimes 60 cents, 79 cents a pound. Yeah, it can be a lot, but yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Uh, question out of the context. Are you afraid of demons? Other topic, completely different. But Anthony just uploaded in the last months or some months ago, the podcast about demons, the spiritual lights and everything, spiritual tools. Yeah, and my question is like, how are demons affecting your life, and are you afraid of them?
That's a good question. Am I afraid of them? 90% no, 10% yes. And the 10% yes is when I can recognize them in other people, when people get triggered or angry or, road rage or just whatever, because you don't know what that person's going to get pushed into and kind of give up their free will and act impulsively. But besides that, no, it's when you have the tools and thank God they can't manifest and like, pick up your TV and throw it at your head. But I'd have to say no, we have the tools, and it's just I'm more worried about other people when they get like, literally like possessed or triggered, and you just start to see the patterns. But yeah,
Totally. Here in Germany, we have like at the moment a problem with knife attacks. Here like many people and mostly like in this knife attacks, it's like refugees from Arab. But I mean that's not the point. It's like that's it's like every time like these demons, no, pushing through the persons and just with a knife inside, no. And I mean, then you can be the most friendly person and talk to him, but if you get stabbed by a knife inside your stomach, like it's over.
yeah,
So we have to be careful.
yeah.
Yeah, and I mean we have like the spiritual, the no what is called the tools of light or something like this to protect us from demons, like this. I don't know how you say in English, but like something like this, huh?
Whistle, you have the chest.
Whistle, whistle, right? Nah, and like this one tool. Maybe you remember when you put out a mirror and just hold it in the other person's face, like this mirror thing.
The
Nah,
narcissist, yeah.
yeah. I don't know, but I imagine that kind of funny, like to put out like a mirror and just show the other person her face. I'm curious about the reaction of them. Yeah, big topic. And who's God for you?
Who's what?
God for you.
I honestly don't even know. I mean, call it the creator life, but I would like a human answer from Anthony on what exactly and who exactly God is. Like what in human terminologies can, he break it down in detail exactly who and what God is and what God does. And like there's all these theories. It's God is everything in the space between, and God is an energy, God is who knows. So for me, I know God is good, God is light, God loves, but I know there's way more to that. And I can't say because I don't really know how to those details that Anthony could lay out.
Maybe we will see something more in future. I'm very sure. I think that he said he will bring out a spiritual book, a real spiritual book, and we will see what he will write in there. I'm really exciting for this one because it's like I think for many people it will change the view on life and everything and afterlife and so a topic like this.
Yeah, he needs to do the part two, and he needs to kind of more articulate or explain how aliens play into this with demons,
Yes.
angels, right? So I don't know if you listen to it. I listened to the Alien podcast like 12, and it's literally like a 2-second sentence, and he says there are some aliens with a snap of a finger that could transmute dimensions, meaning these aliens can go from the physical to the spiritual. So that gets you thinking, are some aliens are so technologically advanced and holy and light that they can go between the spiritual and the physical? Like, what the hell does that mean? So is God an alien from the standpoint of like the highest form? Like, what created God? Who's God? Like, why are there so many offshoots of humanoids? Why are there Bigfoots? Why are there mermaids? Why are there gray aliens who are shaped like people? Right? Like, why are they bipedal? Like, where does it's just there's so much, are they like things being playing with biology and DNA, So I don't even know. I'm so ignorant. All I can do is just theorize, like out of movies and what I've seen. But we do need a part two. And I mean, who knows? We do know the Men in Black exists.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I could tell you why they're using the drones when the drones were a few months ago. He's like, they're using it for the bird flu. And he's like, if I would have told you that earlier, he's like, I'll have people in black suits showing up at my door. So it's just, I don't
Did
know.
Anthony said this?
Unalive.
Yeah. I also remember. Yeah. Um. Yeah. That's we will see. We will see what the future brings. Yeah. And are you praying also to angels in
Oh,
like in your dark times or in generally
every day.
every day? Nice.
Sometimes
Which
I'll,
angel?
uh, all of them. I mean, angel of light, mercy, healing, strength, wisdom, purpose, free will, disarmament, purity, air. I mean, the unknown. Like I'll talk. I don't even pray. Sometimes I just talk. Sometimes I talk shit. Like, and I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just like, I don't know. We all have our own internal struggles and what we would like help with or help with the world. And, you know, sometimes I say, how hard is it to give someone an idea or just real quick make something obviously known? Everything is so subtle and quiet. Like darkness is loud and in your face. And I don't know. I mean, who am I to expect more out of them when they're moving meteors out of the way and fighting demons and there's a whole war out there? But yeah, I pray, I yell, I cry, I beg, I talk to, I bitch at, I complain. I talk to them like they're friends, and then I apologize if I'm too much. Like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm human, I'm stressed. But I talk to them like they're like a family or a friend. And if you don't pray, you're gonna have to start at some point. Just practice just talking out loud, um, in whatever way. So I know that was a little bit of a side tangent, but
So you got a deep connection with them. I hear it out like you're really connected. Like if you cry, if you beg and everything, like it's kind of your friends from another dimension. I think like this.
you want to hear a trippy quick story?
Of course.
uh, I don't know if I told the motorcycle one online, but this was like last week. And I'm praying about my aim, like my purpose and what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to go about it. And my dad's wanted me to watch this YouTube channel. And finally, I click on the YouTube channel and I pick a random video. And the entrepreneur got rich off smoothies. He loves God. He doesn't masturbate. And he said, take care of your parents and your mom. I'm like, wow. Smoothies. I'm all about the smoothies. I believe in God. I don't release. And I love my mom to death. And out of hundreds of videos, that's the first video I picked. And he was the first interview. And I'm like, I don't know what that sign was because it was like this whole week. It's been a weird week. But yeah, it's just the synchronicities are very just random. But you see how I mean? They're not direct. It's innocuous, it's subtle. It's like, what does that mean? Am I in the right path? Do I need to wait? Do I need to make smoothies? Like, I don't know what it means. I know it's a sign. Maybe it's just that they're listening and I'm on the right path. So it is what it is. But there's been countless stories that I have and other people have had, and getting jobs and, you know, things coming through. So it's been good. They're definitely there. It's just on their own time.
Nice, nice, so impressing. Yeah, I also have um very much stories about like angels. As a kid, I was in a neighbor city, and there was like a little train where the kids can hop on and like ride it in circles. It's like a little train for playing. Uh, and I was like, as a kid, like standing there and screaming because I was a really active kid and screaming around and waving to my mom and everything. And then I suddenly fell down, and my left leg was actually under the yeah inside I don't know how you call it in English, like the railway, inside this little railway. And I saw at this moment everything like in time loop. Everything was really slow, and I saw how the wheels went over my leg, and it didn't hurt. There was no pain. And then suddenly there was like a force from behind. It was my mother who pulled me out of this, pulled me out of this. And seconds before, the big, very very big wheel actually crushed my left leg. The this railway stopped, and in this moment I knew there had to be an angelic force, because there's no way that this this was possible, that my mother was at the right moment before the railway, and the dude stopped the railway just before my left leg. Like this, like a story how I nearly lost my leg, and like survived it. Now I have my leg, everything is good. But this was like years later, like 10 15 years later. I thought about the situation because I just forgot it. No? Also, my mother, she just forgot the situation, and then I said, hey, what happened there? It was like, it was crazy what happened there. There's no way that this could be possible without angelic influence.
Do you have any
Yeah.
scars in your leg?
Nothing, because the wheel didn't pass over my leg. It was like it was like centimeters before it just stopped,
Oh, wow.
because the dude pressed the button to stop the railway in the right moment.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah, that's intense, man.
very 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 intense, and it was, yeah. And I also had like situations like this, no? But this was the most impressive situation. It was like, yeah, unbelievable.
That's pretty cool. And now you can walk.
I
Right.
I can walk. Yeah, I can walk. It's like it's very very nice. Yeah, my mother was a person who is like emotionally not that stable, and because of that, I made a wish like in 2020. It was like in that time I was really sick and everything, and I wished me a dog. No, it was like a little poodle, like a white poodle, and now we have this dog. Yeah, also my mother has this dog, but I live near my mother, and it's beautiful. I can see how her soul and her emotional body just heals, and she's like more free. She is less anxious. She is she's less. She has less thoughts, no, less panic thoughts and everything. And it's like just impressing. And I just saw that you also have a dog. And how is your life with the dog? And what are you feeding to your dog at the moment?
No, well, he gets 8 to 12 ounces of celery juice. He's a half pit bull, half lab. He's about 50 pounds, medium sized dog. And then I'll give him papaya and asparagus, or apple and dates, or he loves watermelon juice because I usually have extra left over. And then I'll just give him like steamed potatoes, asparagus, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, parsley, wild blueberries, and then I'll put a bunch of supplements in, like a sardine or two. That's lunch. And then for dinner, he gets a cooked meal. It's like a broth. I put in a bunch of millet, potatoes, celery sticks, more asparagus, artichoke hearts sometimes, whatever, carrots. And then I'll give him like ground beef or more artichokes and or more sardines. And that's it. He's 11 years old and he has his skin and hair is perfect. He's got no bumps, no cysts, no tumors, no skin problems, no skin tags. He's like, and he plays fetch. He's good and he pees clear now. Like, you know how dogs pee, it's like dark and it smells?
Yes, yes.
He pees crystal clear. Sometimes it's a little bit dark, but it's clear. It doesn't smell. Like it's very, very light. And yeah, it's nuts.
Good hydrated, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He barely drinks water. I have to put water in his food now. So I make his bowl. I put a cup or two of water, and yeah, he's hydrated. He's good. He's a spoiled, lucky little shit, man. So
So nice, so nice. Yeah. You want to say anything for the listeners of this interview?
I'm assuming most of them are sick,
Absolutely, yes.
dealing with issues. Oh man. You'll hear in the medical medium books, and you're going to hear a lot that all storms pass. But when you're suffering, the storms feel longer. They feel like they're not leaving. And if you have the money and you put in enough work and sacrifice and the time, and you keep taking the information further, like if you're not getting better, what could you be doing more? Could you do more celery? Could you do any version of this, the 369 cleanse? Could you do more raw? Could you add less salt? Could you stop messing around with, you know, animal fats? Can you do less meat, less protein? Bring in more juices, more lemon waters. If you can afford more supplements, can you make a brain shot, right? And if you take the information further and further over time, you will heal. The problem is when people are sick, it's hard for some people to even work. And then where do you find the money is the hardest part. It's been a blessing. I'm not rich. I am not rich at all. You want to talk about like, I don't even know if middle class is right. It's like it's me and my mom, and all my money has gone into my healing, like all of it. So it takes a lot for some people. Other people, man, like, I did this, I did a little bit of that, celery juice, I brought in the smoothie, and I'm healed. Some people heal in 6 months. Some heal in 6 years. Some need over 100 369s like myself to get back to a normal. Some people don't even need a 369. The point is you need to take the information as far as you have to. That's it. Then there's practitioners. I help people. There's tons of people who coach people with medical medium. It's like sometimes people need an additional set of eyes on things of what they're doing, even seasoned people. So it all really depends what each person's doing, but the healing can happen, and healing is slow. You're not supposed to die before 100. We're supposed to live 100 years old, and everyone's getting sick and dying before 100. It's scary. So just remember that there is no shortcut. There's faster routes, but there's no shortcut.
All right, perfect. I remember that Anthony said something like about 120 years.
Oh, yeah, maybe easy now.
Yeah.
He's like, you think I'm going to live to be 250, 300 years old? He's like, I've had vaccines as a kid. He's like, I've been burning the candle. But someone asked him, hey, what about the Bible? People in the Bible, 600 years old, 900 years old. He goes, yeah. He's like, that shit happened. He's like, I'll talk about it one day. It hasn't come yet, but let's say we're supposed to live 400 years old.
Wow, that would be so amazing.
Think about it, right?
Yeah.
If you're supposed to be 400, a 100-year-old would equate to roughly a 25-year-old healthy now, right? We're down to 100, a quarter of that is 25 years. But if you're 400, 25% of that, a quarter is 100. So a 100-year-old would still be at the health of a 25-year-old if we weren't getting sick, relatively, right? If you do the fractions and scale it. And that's what really motivates me to really bust my ass with healing. Like literally, I'm like, wow, I could be and look and feel 25 years old at 80, 100 years old, but that's not going to happen, right? Because of where we're at today. But it's a crazy thing to think about, man, to be able to live that long, and who knows? So
100%. People were afraid of a sentence like this. Oh, we can live up to, like, let's say 120, 150 years, and they were like, oh, maybe your organs are shutting down. Maybe you're getting sick before. And I was like, no, you will not get sick. You will stay healthy until the last breath you take. No, your heart will beat good. Your kidneys working good, and then I think it will be like you're just sleeping, and your soul just leaves your body, and that's it. It's like it's like a good warm death. I think that is the real, or that is the death how it should feel for everybody, like warm and not painful and everything. And I think as medical medium users or medical medium supporters, we will all have this debt if nothing in the world happens. So we will all have this calming, warm death one day.
Yeah, if that's how we leave, unless you're getting murdered.
Yeah, I mean, like this, or stabbed with a knife. Hopefully not. No.
He said stabbed with a knife, his Germany knife.
It's dangerous here. It's dangerous here. You have to keep your eyes open.
Yeah, that's not good, man.
Yeah.
But cool, dude. I mean, anything else? That's it.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
it. Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
a warm, like, nice little death. So,
But you know what I mean? Well,
yeah.
like with the just sleeping and just changing the dimension. You just go. Maybe you see your body laying there and just saying, "Okay, now my time has come, and I will go."
A lot of people wish to go in their sleep, so I totally get it. Yeah, I think that would be for me. I'd like to die on my motorcycle so I could just see a corpse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know you're the motorcycling guy. Yes.
Yeah. So, all right, my man. Well, I'm
Nice.
glad we actually got this. I'll send you the link once it's ready. So, like, maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, perfect. Actually, I also recorded. Maybe this time it will work.
All right.
We will see.
Send me a DM and then I'll send you this recording once we're done. Once it uploads.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, Tex. Thank you very much that we made like this interview.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're doing good at the 7 cleanses, 9 cleanses. It's amazing. It's an accomplishment if people could even do one, because most
Yes.
people. So you're doing it repeatedly. That's fantastic.
But I was like in a very terrible situation actually. I wasn't able to live anymore. That short because before dialysis, and I fought my way back, and it's like life can be so good, you know.
It can, and it's going to get even better. So I'm proud of you, man.
Yes. All right, Tex. Then I wish you a good day. In Germany we have evening, but I wish you like a good sunny day there in Chicago, or where you live.
Awesome. Cool, man. Well, thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yes. All right. See you. Ciao, Tex.
Bye, Jake.